A leading Brexiteer businessman has warned that the EU faces a mass exodus and total collapse as he praised Boris Johnson for standing up to Brussels' appalling and abhorrent negotiation tactics during last night's BBC Question Time. Brexiteer businessman John Codwell ripped into the European Union's negotiation tactics during a fiery outburst on BBC Question Time last night. The founder of Phones4u and leading British entrepreneur told the BBC panel programme that Brussels' recent behaviour had been abhorrent and appalling. He went on to praise Prime Minister Boris Johnson for standing up to Brussels' bullies and fighting back for Britain. In a passionate outcry, the furious Brexiteer explained, "If you look at what Brussels is doing, and I call them the Brussels bully boys, they were taking £8 billion per year net off us. They were benefiting by £80 billion worth of trade benefit in trading with Britain. That's £80 billion better trade for them than we were receiving. They were plundering our fishing waters. And all that with £8 billion. Any commercial-minded businessman on the planet would say, yes, we would love to do a free trade deal with Britain, we would adore it. Because they would gain £80 billion worth of trade deficit. And yet, they are bullying us and beating us up." He explained why Brussels' tactics were so abhorrent, saying, "They beat Theresa May black and blue and they have continued trying to do it all the way through." Fortunately, Boris rose to the challenge and fought back. "This behavior by Brussels I find absolutely abhorrent, but the reason they're doing it is because they've got absolutely no other option. If they gave Britain an easy ride, the other EU countries would see that and there would be an exodus, possibly a mass exodus, possibly a complete collapse of the Union. Of course that is not what Brussels wants, so they will use any means necessary, fair or foul, to protect their situation. Look what they've done just recently, threatened to cut off all Britain's food supplies to Northern Ireland. I mean, that's appalling." Mr. Johnson recently warned MPs that his controversial internal market bill was needed to end EU threats to install a blockade in the Irish Sea.